Fragepronomen welch. The various forms of welch are welcher, welches, welcher, etc. You use this interrogative pronoun when you're asking about something particular. Let's look at a few examples. And here's the first one. Welches Kleid findest du schön? Das schwarze Kleid. As you can see, the question is being asked about something particular. Let's look at the next one. Welcher Stift gehört dir? Der rote. Here also you can make out from the answer that the question being put up is about something particular. And here's the final one. In welchem Haus wohnst du? In dem linken. In all these three examples, we are using either welches, welcher, welchem. How do we get these forms? Let's get into the details. As you might have guessed, all this is dependent on the article. Let's first look at the masculine article. We'll also be looking at the three cases, nominative, accusative, and dative, because the article changes with the case. Let's look at the first example with nominative. Welcher Hut ist schicker? In this case, article for Hut is der Hut. So basically, welcher takes the ending er from the article der. Let's look at the answer. Der schwarze Hut. You can also just simply say der schwarze. Let's move on to the next case, accusative case. In this case, Hut has to be the accusative object. There also has to be a nominative subject in the sentence. So here's the question. Welchen Hut findest du schick? Du is the nominative subject and Hut is the accusative object. Since Hut is masculine, in accusative it will take the article den. Welchen Hut takes the ending en from the accusative article den. The answer will be den schwarzen finde ich schick. Or I can simply say den schwarzen. Now let's move on to the third case, that is dative. In this case, Hut has to be either a dative object or a prepositional object with a dative preposition. So let's see what we have. Zu welchem Hut passt meine Jacke? Zu is a dative preposition. Hence, der Hut changes to dem Hut. Welchem takes the ending em from dem. As you can see, the endings for welch are the same as the respective articles in every case. Now let's look at the answer. Zu dem Schwarzen. Now let's look at the feminine article. If you know the feminine article in all cases, then this should be very easy for you. Let's look at the first one in nominative. Welche Frau ist deine Kollegin? The article for Frau is die. In this case, welche takes only the e from die. And here's the answer. Die linke. Do remember that we are talking about here something particular. That means you will only use the bestimmte article. The feminine article doesn't change in accusative. That means, in this case also, welche takes the ending i from the article die. Welche Frau hast du gesucht? Du is the nominative subject and welche Frau is the accusative object. Die Linke habe ich gesucht, or you can simply say die Linke. Now let's look at the dative case. Mit welcher Frau hast du gesprochen? Oder mit welcher Frau hast du gesprochen? In this case, we are using a dative preposition mit. The feminine article die changes to der in dative. Hence, Welsh takes the ending er from the dative feminine article der. Mit der Linken. Don't forget to use the preposition here. Now let's move on to the Neutrum article. Let's look at the nominative case. Welches Buch ist interessanter? The article for Buch is das Buch. Welches changes es from the article das to es and uses that as an ending. Hence you say, welches Buch ist interessanter? And the answer is das Blaue. In the accusative case, just like the feminine article, the Neutrum article does not change. Das remains das. Welches Buch findest du interessant? Since the article remains das, for welches the ending remains es. Welches Buch? Die Antwort ist das Blaue. In the dative case, however, das changes to dem. Dem is the same as masculine article. So can you guess what will be the ending for Welsh? Exactly. In welchem Buch kann man über Dinosaurier lesen? Since das Buch changes to dem Buch, welches Buch changes to welchem Buch. The ending em comes from the dative article dem. The answer is in dem Blauen. Let's move on to the plural article, which is die. And here's the first case, nominative. Welche Blumen gefallen dir? The feminine and the plural article in nominative are the same. Hence, just like feminine article, die Blumen will give the ending i to welche. Welche Blumen? And the answer is die gelben Blumen. Or one could simply say die gelben. Moving on to the accusative case. Welche Blumen möchtest du kaufen? Du ist hier der Nominativsubjekt and Blumen sind Akkusativ. Well, in plural, the accusative article does not change. Die Blumen remains die Blumen. Hence, welche Blumen will remain welche Blumen. So the answer is die gelben. Moving on to the dative case. The dative article for plural is completely different. It also takes an extra ending n with the noun. Let's look at the question. Von welchen Blumen sprichst du? Die Blumen changes to den Blumen in dative. Welchen takes the ending en from the dative article. Since the plural for Blumen already has an n at the end, there won't be anything extra. But if you were talking about, for example, Kinder, then there would be an extra n in both the cases, den Kindern and welchen Kindern. And here's the answer. Von den Gelben. Sehr gut. Let's look at all of them once again. For masculine, you would use in nominative welcher, in accusative welchen, and in dative welchem. For feminine, im Nominativ und Akkusativ welche, in Dativ welcher. Für Neutrum, im Nominativ und Akkusativ welches, im Dativ welchem. For Plural, im Nominativ und Akkusativ welche, im Dativ welchen, plus the ending en or n.